Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hope everybody's having a great day so far. Let's talk about our week with Advanced Trucking. I'm going to start trying to do weekly. I'm not guaranteeing nothing, but I'm going to start trying to do weekly updates on how things are going with Advanced Trucking. Well, this last week, settlement landing today, we had 2,518 loaded miles, 245 empty. That's $5,100 gross. After their cut, that leaves me with $4,080. Now, the fuel we spent after our discount and everything, DEF fuel and all that, was $1,226.45. Now, having a good fuel discount really does make a difference, because after totaling the numbers, we spent $1,300 on fuel, but that was before the discount. So after the discount, it comes up to $1,145, which gives us $154 in savings because of our fuel discount. I call that a big old W, a big old win. Thank you for a good fuel discount through the NASTIC program, Advanced Trucking. Alright, so after you subtract that from what's left over of the $4,080, that will go to all of the expenses, which will be, I don't have them listed right now. I don't know what all I'm supposed to list, but it's going to be things like pre-pass, plates, your insurances, which I think there's 3 different ones, your lease, your ELD, and your maintenance mileage and your truck mileage that they put in that's going to be gone. I'll explain that in further videos, but I was going to say before I tell you where all I went that it is good. It is a great idea and a little comforting to know that I have a company backing me and I'm not out here on my own just winging it, I know that at the end of the day, Advanced Trucking has our best interest at heart, and having somebody that can help with the paperwork, handle the back office, and get on to people when they ain't wanting to pay really takes a load off, and having them guys that I trust in the back office handling everything really is comforting, because I got a friend that is out there with his own authority still, and he just had a really bad night. His truck blew oil all over the side. He had to get a wrecker, the whole 9 yards, and he's out there by himself, and all he's got is himself to fall back on. So I'm feel for him. I wish I could help him, but there ain't no way. Alright, so where we went this last week, we went from Dalton, Georgia to Loxley, Alabama. That was an Ace Hardware run. It was Random Tools. And then we went from Bay Minette, Alabama to Bolingbrook, Illinois. That was air compressors. Now that load was a little sketchy because they were tall air compressors and you had to be careful or they would tilt. They actually had a little device on there that would show if they tilted too much, and they would have rejected them. So you live, you learn, and that one there was a little sketchy. The next one we got from Aurora, Illinois, going back down to Lexington, Kentucky. Now that was for Kroger. I think it was plastic bags, but it wasn't like the regular old Kroger grocery. It was a little different. I hit the dock and was gone within 2 hours and didn't have to pay a lumper or nothing. So that was pretty cool. And our last load was from Walton, Kentucky, down to Magnolia, Mississippi, which is really close to where I live. And that was international paper, big old paper rolls. You know that That IP down there in Magnolia, Mississippi does a lot of coffee boxes and stuff. And those rolls that I had were Folgers labeled. So they were already prepared to make some Folger boxes, which I think is pretty cool. Y'all might not think it's pretty cool, but I think it's pretty cool. But that's all of it. That's about it for the week. Still got some issues with my truck, and we're gonna get them worked out here pretty soon. Electrical problems can be a booger, can be a real booger, and you got to have your ABS system working correctly. That's what's giving me such problems on our truck. But I just wanted to let y'all know I'm gonna try to get these a little more in depth, maybe even break out the whiteboard going forward. You can still make decent money, if you get out here and you hustle. But you gotta hustle. You can't do it at home. You gotta have that work ethic. You gotta pretend like you're in a race against the whole world, and you gotta really study the load boards and where the freight is. And you can come out doing pretty good. Don't just come at it like it's no big deal. I mean, get the best available freight and move forward. Don't be sitting too long, because your bills are not sitting. But that's all for today. God bless, and I will catch y'all on the next ride.